Just before we get into this video, guys, if you want to follow me on social media, on Twitter and Instagram, the links are here. And if you also want to support me on Patreon as well and help out my channel, that would be absolutely awesome as well. But let's get on with the video. Hey guys, it is Wingy here and welcome to a brand new video. Now, I had this suggestion via Patreon, so thank you very much for your suggestion. And also, as you are aware, probably, if not, here you go. On Patreon, I do various different Doctor Who reviews of individual stories. I'm going to change that up soon, like I am on this channel, and also I take your suggestions. So the reason why this video is possible is because of the people over on Patreon. So to everybody who's already over there, thank you very much. Anybody who's going to go over there, also thank you very much. Anyway, from the title and thumbnail, you can tell that this video is me talking about my favourite TV show themes, like theme songs, I guess, or you know, the song that is most associated with them. And as I'm sure you'll understand and respect, in terms of copyright, I can't actually play any of these. The reason being is because I don't want a copyright strike. I will put the links in the description to the respective theme songs, so if I talk about a certain TV show, it'll be there, if it's just in case you haven't heard them, but I imagine you probably will have heard them. So first and foremost, I'm just going to get it out of the way because it's obvious and it should be no surprise, but yeah, of course Doctor Who's on here. Doctor Who has such an incredible theme song. Well, not really a song, but theme tune. It's so weird, it's so alien, it's everything that sort of describes Doctor Who, and it is essentially a British institution at this point. Even if you have never seen an episode of Doctor Who in your life, I guarantee you know this theme tune. And what I must admit as well is the fact that it's evolved over time, yet at its core, it is still, and I mean still, the same fucking thing. It's had its changes, you know, in the 60s to the 70s it changed up slightly. Then the 80s they went fucking mental. Then in the 90s they updated it again. For the modern era they've updated it a number of different times, and each time there's been a new different spin on it, but quintessentially it is still the Doctor Who theme tune. It gets you hyped for the episode. It makes you feel like you're going on an adventure. That sting at the beginning of the theme tune in the modern era, or some of the 80s as well as the sting at the end of an episode where it's just like, oh shit, something's about to happen here. So many what the fuck moments in Doctor Who are the cliffhangers. They are the most impactful moments, and I've spoken about cliffhangers in Doctor Who before, and I don't think that any of those moments would be as impactful if you didn't have that and then you go into the credits. You know, it's a similar sort of thing as the EastEnders theme, where it's like, you know, the dun 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 dun. Probably get copyright strike for just fucking doing that now. But as it is my favourite TV show, and it is a banging theme, of course it's here. Next we're going to be going back for some nostalgia again from my childhood, and that is going to be the Yugioh theme. Now I'm specifically talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters, the original with Yugi and Joey and Kaiba and all them. I'm not going to be talking about like the GX, 5Ds, whatever, because even though they do have good themes, the one that I know and love and always associate with my childhood and still get goosebumps when I listen to it is the Yu-Gi-Oh theme, the original one. This was a really exciting theme, and again, similar with Doctor Who, you kind of get an idea about the show just from the music. It starts off with this really soft, yet kind of harsh, Egyptian type music, and then it gradually builds and it goes into this sort of drum beat and it keeps banging along and whatnot, and then it evolves again and it sort of brings back the Egyptian stuff, and then there's that moment, that one moment that is just fucking epic, where the entire thing stops and Yugi just goes, it's time to duel. It's just fucking awesome. There's also a really cool bit as well. I think it might be after the, or is it before? Anyway, there's a bit in the theme where it just goes to a bass line and it's like do 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 do. Again, I'm gonna get so fucking copyrighted. I should have just played the fuckers. Like, why not? But that bass line is sick and it gives me chills every single time. You just know that you're in for an epic ride. If you're playing the bass like that, so fast, so quick, it's gotta be epic. And next on Antiques Roadshow, we are showing you a 16th century vase. do 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 do. Just doesn't work, does it? Say what you want about Yu-Gi-Oh or the respective anime or what have you, but that theme song is fucking banging, and I will not accept that it isn't. Next, I also want to take it back a bit, but then even further with Only Fools and Horses. Now this again is a British institution. Everybody recognises this theme song, particularly if you're English. I don't think people overseas as much will know the Only Fools theme song, but I think because Only Fools is regarded as one of the greatest British comedies, and it is also just on all the fucking time, it's almost like a little Cockney knees up type thing. It's really cool. It just sort of gets you in the moment. It's a bit daft, it's a bit silly, again in line with the show, and I think that's going to be a running theme throughout this video when I'm talking about various different themes, is that it embraces and captures everything about its respective show. I mean, I am not southern at all. I am from up north, and yet I feel like I'm part of the fucking Peckham posse or whatever they're called. Like, the Groovy Gang, that's what I'm a part of whenever I hear this song. Like, it's just so cool. And what is even more amazing about the Only Fools theme song is that it is sung by the writer and creator John Sullivan. That's what makes it even more epic. And also, I love the fact that it's not a case of, okay, well, here's the opening theme, and then we're just going to sort of slightly tweak that and have that as the ending as well. Oh no, Only Fools and Horses has its intro music and a totally different one for the outro. But what I especially like about the outro is that it feels like an outro. The intro, very much an intro. But the outro, it does feel like, okay, we're going away now. But yet it still keeps that sort of cheeky chappy Cockney theme going. In fact, the outro is kind of like a rap, which I find even more impressive because I just love hip hop. I couldn't not talk about cartoons if I didn't mention Scooby Doo. Now again, this is a theme song that everybody should fucking know, and if you didn't watch Scooby Doo growing up, you probably didn't have a very good childhood, I'm sorry. Scooby Doo was the fucking shit. It really was. I absolutely love Scooby Doo. I could not stop watching it. In fact, I've got a videotape somewhere of like a compilation of all these different Scooby Doo episodes from the 60s, and I used to wear that thing out. Like, my nana was sick to death of Scooby Doo. I'm pretty sure she tried many a time to hide that tape from me, but it never worked. I always found it. This is just a catchy theme song, and I think that's what you want, you know? You want to remember the theme because it'll get stuck in your head, and then you're just like, oh, I need to get it out of my head, so I need to watch it again. And then you end up watching the show and you're just like, oh yeah, I love this. It is so 60s as well. And I am specifically talking about the original Scooby Doo, Where Are You? Obviously there's been many a variation since, a lot of which I also do like. I mean, A Pup Named Scooby Doo as well. That was awesome. What's New Scooby Doo? That wasn't too bad in terms of the theme. I mean, the show was great as well. And then there's obviously in the 60s like variations of Scooby Doo, you know, so I think they did 13 Ghosts of Scooby Doo, and they did like the Scooby Doo show, and you know, stuff like that, all of which was great. It was my shit as a kid. Like, I just fucking loved it, and I even made a promise to myself, like, oh, when you're old enough and you can get one, you're getting yourself a Mystery Machine. And you know what? I actually want to keep that promise, because this show is fucking awesome, and the theme is one of the reasons why Scooby Doo is fucking awesome. I couldn't not talk about Pokemon Cutter. Like, I have to. Again, mornings, going to school, or at weekend, Pokemon's on, fucking banger of a tune comes on. The Pokemon theme is epic, and if somebody says, I want to be the very best, and you don't start fucking singing, then I'm sorry, but you're a fucking loser. Or maybe I'm the loser for singing along to a animated show's theme song, but it's a fucking epic theme song. It just makes you feel epic as well. You really put yourself into the position of, maybe not necessarily Ash, but as in like a Pokemon trainer yourself. Somebody who, you know, wants to go out and explore, wants to be the very best like no one ever was. I swear, there's gotta be some fucking meatheads out there, or roid heads, that go to the gym every single day for like 4 hours at a time, have a 5-minute break and then do another 4 hours. There's gotta be one person out there who's doing all the exercises, like, you know, dumbbells and like pushing stuff and treadmills, and I don't go to the gym, I don't fucking know, but I guarantee you there's one of them that listens to this as they are working out, and if there isn't, I would be severely disappointed. It's a motivational song and it gets you hype. I've got to mention the 90s X-Men cartoon. Can you get a better theme? Genuinely, can you get a better theme that is as simplistic as this one? Because this is literally just Essentially, that is what it is. However, it just works. Anybody who watched this as a kid, you will know what I mean. You hear that theme, you're just like, right, fuck, shit, I've got to find a TV, where is it? You know, you just hear it in the background, you're like, okay, what's Wolverine getting up to, Professor X, all them lot. It makes you want to be a hero. It makes you want to be part of the X-Men, you know? It makes you want to, you know, take off your glasses and laser people with your eyes like Cyclops. It makes you want to change the weather like Storm would. It makes you want to rip claws out your knuckles like Wolverine. It's just so simplistic yet adrenaline filled. I don't know how to describe it really, but it's just an iconic theme, and I think out of all the cartoons from when I was a kid, in terms of like the superhero ones, like, you know, you had Spider-Man, and I think you had an Iron Man one, and there was Silver Surfer, and there was the Incredible Hulk and all them. This was the one that really grabbed my attention, even though the X-Men are by no means my favourite Marvel characters, even though this show wasn't even my favourite cartoon, or even my favourite Marvel cartoon. This theme always stuck out, and whenever I think of the X-Men, I always think of this theme tune. And it might be a bold claim, but I'm gonna put it out there and say I imagine it's the same for a lot of people as well who grew up with this cartoon. Forget what they do at Fox in the movies. This is the X-Men theme, the definitive one. For me, this is like the X-Men version of the 60s Spider-Man tune. You know, where it's like, Spider-Man, Spider-Man. This is the X-Men version. And it is also so 90s. Can I just get that out there as well? This is so 1990s, and I fucking love it. Oh yeah, it's just future me editing this video, and to my previous self, my past self, you forgot a Friends theme, you fucking dick. It's like the best theme ever. How could you forget that? So anyone watching this video thinking, where the fuck is the Friends theme? Do you know what? I'm thinking the exact same thing as well. So, Alex, you're a fucking dick. Nice one. Anyway, back to the video. I mean, I'm gonna have to end this there because I could literally sit here and talk about a plethora of TV themes until the cows come home. Like, there are so many, and obviously there's gonna be some that people are just like, what the fuck? Like, why is that there? Why is this not here? And all this sort of stuff. And I get it, I understand, but there are more that I could have spoken about. However, I don't want this video to be 4 days long. In the comments though, guys, let me know what you think. Would you agree with the choices, that these are some of the best? If not, what would you say are some of the best? If you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like on it, subscribe for more. Social media and Patreon links will be in the description below, as will the links to all the themes that I've mentioned in said video. In said video? In this video. Fucking dickhead, get it right. And if you do follow me on any of those things, then I would absolutely love you forever. But until next time, guys, you take care of yourselves. Goodbye.